This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops.
A look now at the starting lineups for both teams.
Well, we know not every team in the league is a title contender. So what's the key for teams in the rebuilding process, Brian?
Your scouting department really matters, because if you're a losing team, your draft picks, whether first or second round, will play.
Yeah, and I'll throw in luck as well. I mean, those ping pong balls going your way, winning the lottery, getting the first overall pick, you can add an Asia Wilson, an Aaliyah Boston, and when you add a player of that value, that can change your fortunes pretty quickly.
Now here's Clark.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
She's covered by Cloud.
Pass to Hole.
Just 3 to shoot. The 3 ball.
Offensive rebound.
And she drops it in from the low post.
Coach has always told me that if you battle for offensive rebounds, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like she got there.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Zero hesitation on Ionescu's shots. She's pretty much got it all picked out so that once she gets the ball, she's automatic.
Now here's Clark.
Boston with it.
And it's Jones picking her up. Now here's Clark. D right on her. Pass to Mitchell. There's the triple. Cans it from downtown.
Strong response from Mitchell, one of the sweetest shots in the game. Kelsey has a great release.
Cloud with it. Now here is Stewart. Down low. Here's Jones. She hits it just before the shot clock expires.
A premier interior scorer, Jones's physical presence is enough to intimidate defenders.
Clark outside.
Hole up top. Boston right side.
Pass to Clark. Over Ionescu. And another basket for Indiana.
She presents a defender with a serious challenge, pretty much always.
Jones outside. Stewart. Ionescu has it. The 3. Can't get it to fall, and she's missed her second after making her first.
You want to talk about a well-rounded player? Sabrina Ionescu can really do it all.
And we knew this about her early on. She was the only player in college basketball history, male or female, with 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 1,000 assists. I mean, think about that for a moment. She is a special, special talent.
The Fever leading.
Boston outside.
Clark, covered by Ionescu, puts up a 3. Clark can't hit.
On offense, here the Liberty.
Inside, it's stolen by Kelsey Mitchell. First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played. And so it's New York with it. Pass to Jones.
Hey, eyes up, Buster. Don't give it space.
Ionescu. There's the 3. The basket good off the assist from Jonquel Jones.
Can't give Ionescu any airspace from downtown. If you do, she'll torch you from there.
Now here's Mitchell. She's covered by Cloud. And foul called as she misses. And it's going to be on Sabrina Ionescu. She's getting her first free throw attempts of the night.
Kelsey Mitchell. 2 shots.
knocks down the first one.
And Mitchell understands her role on this team. She's out there to score as often as she can.
And good on the second, so she makes both.
All right, if you had to choose one player to start a franchise with, who are you taking?
Honestly, this is going to surprise you maybe, but this is an easy one for me. It's A'ja Wilson. She's the force in the league right now, the two-time defending champion.
Oh, I agree. 2 MVPs, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, and she's still in her prime. A'ja Wilson could get even better.
You have to respect how Jonquel Jones has continually upped her game.
Well, she never seems satisfied with her game, does she? Even after she won Most Improved Player, she just kept working to get even better. And the results speak for themselves, as she eventually won League MVP.
The first free throw is good.
And former MVP Jonquel Jones made a finals appearance in her first season with the Liberty.
Yeah, and she also led the Sun to the finals while she was in Connecticut. I mean, Jones, she's just the ideal stretch big. 6'6", great length, about 38% from three over her career. If you have Jones on your team, you're going to win a lot of games.
That's also good, so she hits them both.
Well, when you look at her game, what you appreciate most about Jonquel Jones is her versatility. A strong offensive player and a very skilled defender as well.
CaitlincLark with the three. Rebounded by Phoebish.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Now here is Stewart. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Now here's Mitchell. She's covered by Cloud. Here's Clark. Falls through. She's now made 2 out of 4. The Liberty trail.
Pass to Phoebish.
Stewart. New York, no good that time either.
You just assume she's going to knock those down when she's as open as she was there.
Clark outside. Pass to Mitchell. New York with the rebound. Up top, Jones.
She's guarded by Boston.
Jones inside.
Working on Boston.
Soft touch off the glass.
Nice low post offense.
And here's Clark. Here's Mitchell. She's covered by Cloud. And Kelsey Mitchell hits from deep.
That play shows you that Mitchell doesn't have to be ball dominant to be effective. She can just catch and shoot.
Jones outside.
Pass to Phoebish.
Now Stewart. Mitchell grabs the board. Clark outside. And here is Mitchell. Back to Clark. Here's the floater. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line.
New York won that 2020 lottery, and their prize, man, it was a great one. Sabrina Ionescu.
Well, she was the first piece, right? And she endured some tough times. But her talent and overall play helped attract Breanna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and other key players.
On offense, here the Liberty. 8-point game. Pass to Jones.
Here's Phoebish.
Just 5 on the clock. Johannes. She's covered by Clark. It's good from long range.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the three.
Mitchell outside. Out to the wing.
Boston.
Back to Mitchell. Pass to Clark. From about 19 feet. New York with the rebound.
Even though she missed it, she couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, they don't come much easier than that.
Here's Johannes. And she banks in the layup.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
The Fever leading. Now Clark.
She has 7.
Here's Mitchell. Back to Clark. Launches it.
The rebound by Burke.
Outside Stewart. To the wing, right side. Pass to Burke. Kick by Jones. Shot clock at 5. Here's Burke.
Offensive board.
Johannes goes right through for bucket number 3. She's a perfect 3 for 3.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
Shot's good by Clark.
Well, Kelsey Mitchell sometimes has that shoot-first mindset, but she's also always willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Stewart. And here's Johannes. Back to Stewart. Over Howard. Stewart can't hit. Now here's Clark. She's got 9. Outside Howard. The tray. Good on the 3-point shot.
Well, that's the decisiveness you need to have on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Howard doesn't really second-guess her shot attempts.
Here's Johannes.
She has 7.
Burke. She's covered by Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And here's Burke.
Pass to Johannes. The 3. Goes back up. And Stewart with the lay-in.
Crashes the glass with effort and intensity. Stewart loves turning boards into buckets.
Clark with it. Mitchell with it. Three-pointer. She can't get it to go.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Johannes. She's covered by Clark. Here's Jones.
Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there.
Mitchell outside. Clark. From downtown, Mr. Ball meets Mr. Basket for a 5th happy pairing of the game. She's 5 for 9.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Here's Johannes.
7 points in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Howard. Mitchell outside. Now Clark. From deep. And another 3 for Indiana.
These teams, Hey, they don't look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do. A double-digit lead and we're still in the first? Ouch.
Ryan, I hope this one gets closer. Jeez.
And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. First quarter concludes and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Fever on top, leading by 10. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
Scoring has come in threes for the most part so far.
Yeah, and every time down the floor, it seems like they're hitting a triple.
Pass to Burke. And here is Jones.
She's guarded by Dantas.
Jones inside.
Working on Dantas.
And Jones gets it to go.
And nothing else that he can do. Jones is capable of hitting shots even while under duress.
Clark outside.
Right here.
Turner up top. 4 on the clock. Pass to Bonner. Here's the 3.
A rebound by Burke.
The Liberty trail. Jonquel Jones in the high post. To the inside. And it's Sabali missing.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
Bonner outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Great focus from Bonner there. Got to do more than this to slow her down if you're the defense.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Up top, Jones. Drains the three-pointer.
You know, some players you give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Now here's Bonner. Fires for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's
Tim.
been a lot of fun to watch.
Here's Sabali. Pass to Burke. Davis.
She's covered by Cunningham.
Takes the 3. And again is New York with a 3.
Come on. You can't leave her alone like that, especially from long range.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Clark can't hit. Jones inside. Bonner defending. Count the basket.
An efficient offensive player. The most impressive thing about Jones to me is she is capable of huge nights without wasting a lot of possessions.
Now here's Cunningham.
He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. That a nice open look right there.
New York calls timeout. And when you look at the last few WNBA Finals matchups, it looks like we're in the super team era, fellas.
Oh, absolutely. Free agency playing a major role in who wins it all. New York and Vegas last year adding major pieces to be a big-time signing for the offseason.
And top-end talent is ultimately what wins in the playoffs. I think we'll continue to see super teams get formed.
Three minutes of action thus far in the second quarter. Pass to Burke. Cloud. Now Jones.
She's covered by Cunningham.
Tasha Cloud from outside. And Clark pulls it down. The Fever with the lead. Takes the 3. Basket number 8 for her on 13 attempts. That's a 62% clip so far.
just on fire from beyond the arc.
Seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
Here's Burke. Davis. Bonner defending. Pass to Burke. Tries a three. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
Outside Cunningham. Now here's Wallace. Cunningham sets a screen.
Bonner with it.
Guarded by Davis.
Bonner can't hit.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
To the middle. Here's Sabali. That one's in. Her first basket of the game. She is 1 for 2.
Crafty pass work, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Up top, Clark. She's covered by Cloud.
Pass to Cunningham.
Bonner outside. Three-pointer. She can't get that one. On offense, here's the Liberty. They trail by 9 points. Jones. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Pass to Wallace. Cunningham.
Bonner. Bonner defending. Cloud outside. Fires the three. Here's Sabali. Some solid defense from Damiris Dantas. And it's the Fever ball. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Wallace.
Pass to Clark for three. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. And she's taken 14 shots to get there.
Well, a big part of Wallace's game is finding others, initiating offense.
Now here's Cloud. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Jones.
She's covered by Cunningham.
Shot's good by Jones.
The only tough part of that basket was establishing position inside. The rest was easy.
Pass to Wallace.
Kicks it out to Clark.
Dantas the screen.
And the Fever hit again from deep.
What a first half she's having from downtown. She's been locked in since the moment she stepped on the floor.
Now Burke. Cloud. She's covered by Clark. Jones outside. Kicked by Jones. To the paint. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Endless energy from Jones. Plays hard the whole game, constantly putting pressure on defenders.
And this is her 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And that's good as she hits both shots. Indiana with the ball. They've got a 9-point lead. Clark outside. Pass to Hole. Clark with it. This one for 3. And it's Ionescu with the rebound.
You know, when you look at Sabrina Ionescu, one of the highlights for her in the offseason, competing against Steph Curry in a 3-point contest. That was fun.
It was also special for NBA and WNBA fans. The event took place during the NBA All-Star Weekend, and Sabrina held her own, recording a score of 26 to Steph's 29.
Countless hours in the gym have enabled Breanna Stewart to hit mid-range shots like that. What a hard worker.
Clark outside. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by the Liberty. Cloud outside. Goes up at the elbow. Howard with the rebound.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Mitchell outside. Clark. Outside Howard. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. That's off. Yeah, it's her 4th miss in 7 attempts. Here's Burke. Here's Stewart. Gets that one to drop. That's her 3rd field goal in 8 attempts.
Stewart's presence down low stems from her skills and finesse. She's something to watch and something to admire.
Now here's Boston. Mitchell with it, and it's Jones picking her up. Pass to Hole. Back to Mitchell. To the middle. Out to Howard. Shot to stop the drought.
Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
That's just a defensive breakdown. I mean, she is not the player you want to leave open from the perimeter.
Outside Stewart. There's a screen by Cloud. Here's Ionescu. Back to Stewart. Cloud outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Showing that competitive fire. Natasha Cloud takes pride in coming back with a 3 of her own.
Howard, defended by Stewart. Mitchell outside. Howard the screen. The 3 is up. And another 3 for Indiana.
She can shoot, she can pass, she can ball handle. In the pick and roll game, Mitchell is hard to stop because she's a threat to do anything.
Now here's Jones. 19 points in the game. Here's Burke.
It's hauled in by Boston.
Solid job by the defense to get in her way as she was going up to the rim.
Clark outside. Pass to Mitchell. And they double up Kelsey Mitchell.
Boston.
The 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Burke.
Cole defending.
Inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
This is the kind of vision you get with Ionescu. She has a knack for finding the open teammate.
The Fever with the lead. Now Clark. 27 points for her. And they double up Kelsey Mitchell.
Pass to Boston.
That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Ionescu outside. Kept alive. Stewart makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings her up to 4 for 9.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
Now here's Mitchell. 14 points for her. Here's Clark. Outside Howard. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Breanna Stewart. Pass to Ionescu. Wide open look. No luck on that one. And that concludes the first half. The Fever on top, leading by 6. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third.
Man, it has been an incredible game here from Caitlin Clark.
Well, she created a lot of good shots for herself in the first couple of quarters, and she knows when to pass up on the tough ones. Good shot selection.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for her, and that's a stat that really tells you how efficient a player has been.
Now here's Cloud. Pass to Ionescu. Shoots the three. Natasha Howard pulls it in.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
And they double up Kelsey Mitchell. Now Clark. Outside Howard. Back to Clark. Let's go with a three. New York with the rebound. Pass to Ionescu. Stewart. Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Ionescu outside. 5 on the clock. Bader on the way. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for her this game.
Yeah, nice idea. Give the ball to Stewart late in the clock. Let her create. Sometimes basketball, it's not rocket science.
Pass to Clark. And here's Cole. Drills it from outside.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
The Liberty Trail. Loud outside. Ionescu right side. Looking to end her cold spell. Natasha Howard pulls it in.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Now here's Clark. She's got 27. Here's Mitchell. And Jones pulls it down.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Pass to Cloud. Now here is Stewart. Now here's Jones. She's covered by Mitchell. And Jonquel Jones gets double teamed. Here's Phoebish. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
Gotta appreciate how Ionescu reads the defense. Terrific job of finding the open teammate there.
And here's Clark. Mitchell with it. Past the hole. Here's Boston. Guarded by Jones. Boston inside. Working on Jones.
Boston with the bucket.
Tremendous job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep-thinking jump shot, gave her a little pump fake, and it opened it right up for her.
Timeout called the Liberty. third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Natasha Cloud from outside. Rebounded by the Fever. They've led by as many as 11 points.
One of the key cogs in Washington's 2019 title run, Natasha Cloud.
I mean, she was huge. The Mystics getting their first title with Cloud as the starting point guard. She's a bona fide clutch player, someone you want on the floor in big moments. She has really deep range. Mitchell's offensive game starts with that three-point shot. It forces defenders to pick her up at half court.
Now here's Cloud. Ionescu outside. Pass to Stewart.
Fibish.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Clark. That's her first foul.
Team foul.
On defense, the Fever. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Now here's Cloud. She's guarded closely, and she comes up with the deuce.
So deadly in the pick and roll. Cloud can pass it out of this set, and she can score it too. A real dual threat point.
Pass to Howard. Back to Clark.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Well, she's been reliable again today. They need her points, and she's providing them.
Jones outside.
Fibish.
Right side, Stewart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good D by Natasha Howard. The Fever with the lead. Pass to Clark. Down low. Breonna Stewart with the steal. And here's Cloud. Stewart. There's a screen by Cloud. Launches a 3. And it's Stewart missing. And it's the Fever ball. Now Mitchell. 19 points in the game. And the foul called on Ionescu. That's her third foul of the game.
Team foul. In for Indiana, number 12, Damiris Dantas.
Clark outside. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from downtown.
I mean, she scored most of their points herself. Her offense is a big part of her team's recipe for success.
Now here's Ionescu. She's got 6. A nice shot by Cloud.
Crazy. Just so crafty from the foul line down. Cloud makes up for a lack of size with savvy.
Clark outside. She can't get that one to fall. And it's New York's ball. It's a 10-point game. Here's Ionescu. Pass to Stewart. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Well-executed possession and a well-controlled shot.
Now here's Clark, covered by Ionescu. Mitchell outside. Back to Clark. Over Ionescu. And another basket for Indiana.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
Stewart up top.
She's guarded by Dantas. Pass to Fibish.
Ionescu has it. Beyond the arc. Mitchell grabs the board.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Now here's Hull. Back to Clark.
And here's Boston.
Covered by Ionescu. Mitchell outside for 3. Drops in the tray.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You'll love to see that.
Now here's Ionescu. She's got 6. Stewart. She's guarded by Dantas.
The jump hook lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Here's Clark.
32 points in the game.
Pass to Dantas. Clark. And there's a whistle. It's going to be on Stewart. That is her first foul of the game. Well, Liberty making a switch here.
Number 22, Kennedy Burke.
Here's Mitchell. 22 points for her. Pass to Boston.
5 to shoot. That's some solid defense from Jonquel Jones.
Ionescu outside. Picked by Jones.
Releases. Ionescu misses.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Hull. Pass to Clark. Boston, covered by Ionescu. Boston, no good. Here's New York now.
They trail by 11. Here's Jones. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Mitchell outside. Clark outside. And the foul called on Sabrina Ionescu. That's her 4th foul of the contest.
Yeah, that's great ball movement by Kelsey Mitchell. Finds a way to get it to her open teammate.
Damiris Dantas. 1 shot.
One shot.
Now here's Jones. She's got 21. Outside Stewart. Picked by Jones.
From the yard.
And it's Brianna Stewart with the 3.
Sharp shooting from Stewie. She's the definition of a stretch 4.
Timeout called the Fever. And here's Colson. Pass to Mitchell. Cunningham sets a screen.
Shot by Mitchell, no good.
Jones outside. And Jonquel Jones gets double teamed.
Lets the 3 fly.
And again, it's New York with a 3.
That 6'6" height coming in handy for Jones, able to see the floor well and rotate it to the open player.
Pass to Mitchell. Now Dantas. To the inside. A nice shot by Bonner.
Not afraid to do work in the trenches. Bonner has a nice touch around the rim.
Here's Stewart. Down low. Here's Sabali. Pass to Burke. Clock at 6. Now here's Gardner. Defense right on her. Indiana with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside Cunningham. Back to Bonner.
Up top, Dantas. Pass to Mitchell. Off target from three-point range. Here's Burke. She's covered by Mitchell.
Hey, I'm right here.
Sabali the screen. And the layup falls.
So that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Now Colson. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Lets it go from 11. And Jones pulls it down. The Liberty trail. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Sabali. Gardner with it. Now Stewart. Bonner defending. Low block shot on the way, and that's off the glass and in.
She's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Fever on top. They lead by 7. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And the final period of play just about to get started here. And it's the Fever ball. They lead by 7. Clark, covered by Ionescu. Here's Colson. Back to Clark. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Harrison.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Bonner with it. Now guarded by Ionescu. And it's Bonner missing. And so it's New York with it. Ionescu outside. Sabali the screen. And Sabrina Ionescu, good for 3.
It's easier to find success in the pick and roll game when you have the kind of high basketball IQ Ionescu has.
Bonner outside. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin-Clark.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here's Cloud. Pass to Harrison. Sabali down low. She's guarded by Dantas. The Fever with the lead. Bonner on the wing. Dantas the screen. A nice shot by Bonner.
From beyond the arc, DeWanna Bonner can be very consistent. She makes those long-range shots look easier than they appear.
Now here's Ionescu. Pass to Burke. Sabali the screen. And here's Cloud. Here's Burke. Bonner defending. Shot by Burke, no good.
I like the bold move of going right back at her to return the 3, but she just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Colson. Pass to Dantas. To the middle. Colson. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Liberty.
Substitution for the field. Number 10, Lexi Hall.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Cloud outside. Harrison up top. Back to Cloud. From past the arc. It's rebounded by DeWanna Bonner. Here's the Fever with the ball. They played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. to Burke. Cloud. Now here's Ionescu. Tries to snap the cold streak. DeWanna Bonner with the rebound.
Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well been. She really affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly her defense that threw her off there.
She placed that pass right out in front of her and just let her run into it.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Harrison. And here's Cloud. Back to Harrison. He drains it in as the shot clock ticks down.
Making use of her physical gifts, Harrison gets through, outworks the contact, and finishes strong.
Olsen, Bonner defending. Inside, stolen by Clark. Pass to Dantas. Yep, count it.
Inside, Dantas makes a good use of her size. That's what allows her to get to her shot.
A challenging stretch for New York here. Here's Cloud. And here's Burke. Now here's Ionescu. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. To the paint. Here's Hull. Drops in the layup for two.
Well, we've seen Lexi Hull has some range, but she can also slash, bring it inside.
Pass to Ionescu. That one's good, and so Natasha Cloud gets the assist.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Bonner outside. And here's Clark. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Now here's Ionescu. Cloud outside. Pulls up. Again, Sabrina Ionescu missing. Here's Colson, guarded by Sabali. Inside. And it's Bonner missing. And here's Burke. And fouled hard that time. And she'll get 2 shots at the line.
First team foul. At the line for the Liberty, Kennedy Burke. 2 shots.
And she makes the first. The Fever making a switch here. That one misses. Now here's Boston. Pass to Clark. Back to Boston. Tries again. And finally they hit one.
That's where you like your shots to come from.
Now Ionescu. Here's Jones. Fibish. Pass to Ionescu. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Howard with the rebound.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Over to the left wing. Now Jones. And she was fouled in the act of shooting, an opportunity for a three-point play.
Oh, come on now. If you're going to foul Jones, you better hammer her. So strong, can score even when she's hacked.
Here's Clark.
Boston outside.
Back to Clark. Jacks up a three. And it's Brianna Stewart with the rebound.
Ionescu has it.
Watches it. The three-pointer is on target.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Clark.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
New York with the rebound.
Outside for Cloud.
Pass to Stewart. Over Howard. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
What a great sight to see. Stewart doesn't need much to get going, and once she does, she is so tough to guard.
Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside.
Hole.
Clark outside. Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen by Clark.
Here's Boston.
Indiana again missing. The Liberty trail.
Pass to Ionescu.
Cloud with it. She's covered by Mitchell. Cloud can't get it to go.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
Mitchell outside. Shot to end the cold run. And Sabrina Ionescu with the block. Pass to Cloud. It's over Clark.
Here's Phoebish.
Now here's Cloud. From the arc. Mitchell grabs the board.
Misfires again, and the ball simply refuses to cooperate with her.
And here's Clark. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Brianna Stewart. The drive by Ionescu. Makes it off the glass.
The bigger the moment, the more Ionescu wants the ball. The more she wants to take the shot. What a leader.
Outside Howard. Back to Clark.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Back to Clark. Puts up a three. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, that's her shot, guys, so you can't just give it to her. You've got to get up on her.
Now here is Ionescu.
The three is up. Rebounded by the Fever. Now Clark. Past the hole. Mitchell. She's covered by Cloud. And here's Cole. Clark outside. The three. It doesn't go for her. And not a lot of time to get this one back under control.
Yeah, they have to do work and do work quickly.
Stewart
Can't hit from in close. Clark with it. Outside Howard. Pass to Boston. Now here's Mitchell. The three. And it's Ionescu with the rebound.
I think that deficit's too much to overcome.
You nailed it, Tim. There just isn't enough ticks on the clock.
Get the bus going, get the plane going, whatever.
And an intentional foul right there.
Sabrina Ionescu, 5th personal foul. First team foul.
And the foul called on Ionescu. And so she's picked up her final foul, and she will sit the rest of this one out. They had a comfy seat. That's it.
CaitlinClark, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
She drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break as her second attempt at the line. No good. Jones outside. Cans the 3! Timeout called the Fever.
Indiana calls timeout.
Clark, and there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, they had to do that. You just can't let them dribble it out.
Definitely. Got to stop the clock any way possible and just hope they short arm a few of their free throws.
It's a good foul, and it's a good point in this situation to make them hit their shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 5-point game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
New York calls timeout. And what do you guys think?
I guess they're not yet willing to give up, but they have no quit in them. I'll give them that.
And you have to respect that, I suppose. Most teams, most coaches would be moving on from this one already.
There's Jonquel Jones with the 3. And again, it's New York with a 3.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
At the line for the away team, Kelsey Mitchell. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So she gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. New York calls timeout.
It's iffy if there's even enough time to get a quick shot and a foul.
Yeah, time is just not on their side, but that's their only hope, so I'm sure they'll give it a shot.
Yeah, they're kind of just thinking, why not at this point?
And the Liberty with possession here. So it's the Fever who come out on top here. They seem to relish their role as the villains here.
I sense that too. They really did feed off all the negative energy this crowd was directing at them. They turned it around and used it to motivate them to close out the win.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.